Welcome to the Wesleyville Area Museum of Armed Forces Small Boats. We call ourselves the WAM. Right here we have our quarterdeck area. In the Navy and in the Coast Guard, this is where all the ceremonies, this is where people are greeted on board, this is where we hold our meetings. Now if we come down this side here, one of our oldest pieces here is this picture from Conneaut, Ohio. This weekend they're having Conneaut D-Day, and where this hotel stood is where the beach is, where they're doing the D-Day.
Okay, yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, my son and my grandson and I went yesterday. This is a World War I picture of Company A of the 112th Infantry, 26th Division, which is the Pennsylvania Division.
Was that in Erie or Wesleyville?
That is in western Pennsylvania.
Gotcha.
And I had a firefighter with me at Brookside that was in this company.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, these were his forebearers.
Okay, great, thanks.
Down here we start our World War I area, and every picture in here that has the gold frame is someone that served and had passed in the war. We had one in each major conflict.
I see.
Down here, this is an actual World War I enlisted man's blanket.
Those blankets were so, it's scratchy.
Yes, it is. But I don't have it out, but I have a officer's blanket, which is cashmere.
Oh,
so
sure.
Obviously, they get that.
Those officers made out. We had to clean up after them.
I know. The ones we had. Down here, we get into our World War II area. Someone brought this in of his dad. It took me quite a bit of research to figure out what a V1 was.
What is a V1?
V1 is a person on board a cargo ship that loads, stores, inspects, and unloads aircraft that are in crates.
Okay.
Delivered. Today they're called aviation bosun's mates.
Wonderful to know. Thank you.
Yeah. This is the boat that won World War II, the Higgins boat. And this diorama here, in the Jeep we have what we call our 3 Bs. Bullets, bandages, and beans.
You gotta have the beans.
That's what we deliver to the beach.
Those are sea rations.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And this depicts a boat on board the USS Oglethorpe, one of the ships that I served on. It was the largest cargo ship the Navy had.
And you, what is your name, sir?
My name is Guy Lombardozzi. I'm the
Okay.
president and curator of the museum.
All right, this is good. Okay, thank you, guys.
Yep. That helmet was a Vietnam-era helmet.
It's metal.
But the person that...
Oh, it's heavy.
Oh, yes. Not like the Kevlars. The person that donated wanted in honor of his dad who served in World War II.
That's very good.
This is a practice round, as you can see because of the hole in it, of a 20-millimeter anti-aircraft gun.
Ooh.
That came off the USS Sheboygan County. It's an LST. I also served on it. I had the honor of serving on 4 ships in 4 years, so that was quite an accomplishment.
You were a very busy veteran.
Oh, yes. Down here, this is our Afghan War, Middle East War, and that challenge coin was carried by Sergeant Abata when he was in Afghanistan, and they were some of the first troops in, the first deployment in.
Okay.
He was there. He carried that all the time he was there.
Thank you.
Yep. Coming around here, this is our Coast Guard corner. This is our Erie station. That is a wetsuit we used for rescuing people. We wore those. That was mine.
Wow.
And in the Coastie corner here, we have the depiction of everything the Coastie served on. Right now we have these boats. During World War II, almost all the troop transports, all the LSTs, and everything were manned by Coast Guard. Okay. And the Coasties were integrated into the Navy so that the Coast Guard could teach the Navy people to run small boats. So, this is the combat skills group that went to Chronicles, Virginia when the reserve unit in Erie here became part of the 301st Port Security Unit, served in Saudi Arabia. This is the first joint task force against drugs way back in the 70s. This is a joint thing between the Coast Guard, New York State Police, and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. This flag flew over the Capitol in honor of William Wittenberg, who was one of our founding members. The senator got that in there for us.
That reminds me of the ANPRC 77 radios I used to have work on.
The sevens, the prick sevens?
I used to do those when I was in Thailand.
Now this gentleman here, this is the father and the grandfather of a gentleman that used to belong to the museum here that lived up the street on Willow Street. And this is my legacy. That's my father, and that's myself, Navy and then Coast Guard.
Oh, that's
my dad served in the Filipino Scouts, which is one of the. I found out when the SEALs get in trouble, they send for the Filipino Scouts. So this is our Cold War area here.
So these are radiation
Those
detection
are. Oh
kits.
my God! Great, you didn't call it a Geiger counter. It's the worst word in the world in my head. They have what they call a Geiger Mueller tube inside. And these were for civil defense. They were part of kits. And you'll notice the simplicity of everything.
Wow.
1D battery. This is the Geiger Mueller tube inside here. When the radiation goes through this tube in here, it excites the tube and the gases, and it produces electricity, and you can read it on this scale here.
That's amazing. Now, does that still work, do you know?
I am sure it does. I have to bring
I
a battery.
believe it.
I've got to bring down a battery and a smoke detector because they have a small amount of radiation in them. I am sure that they still work. This is a beautiful map of the Korean War, but even more important to the museum, this is the container it came in. This gentleman sent that to his brother from Korea. That is as precious as that map. It really is great. Down the line here, I'm sure you've seen some of these, but some of you probably don't know. Most people don't know unless you're in the Coast Guard. That's captain of the port. This is what we wore when we went on board ships. Obviously, the officer of the day, junior officer of the day.
Do they make POWs wear that?
Yes, they did. They either wore coveralls with POW on the back, or they wore the brassiere. Now this here is just a P. That's a military prisoner.
Oh. Okay.
So there's a depiction between the two of them.
Okay.
And over here, this is kind of my happy but my sad area. These are 4 of the people that were on the original plank owners of this organization, and they have what we called crossed over the bar. Scotty went first with an aneurysm. Bill, complications of COVID after an operation, and Andy had a heart attack. And Patrick, he succumbed to injuries that he got throughout his life from Vietnam.
I'm going to stop now.